Welcome to the final part of how to become the content marketing specialist at GMR. This part is pretty easy. It is just posting it and scheduling it and making sure everything's documented properly. Once again, we are trying to get automation flows going for most of this, so I don't know how much of this you'll still have to do manually, but if you do have to do it manually, here's how you do it. Go to HubSpot.
What's going on in HubSpot? I don't know what's going on in HubSpot. I've never used HubSpot before.
Don't worry. Go here to this left panel, and then you click on here where it says this little horn thing, and then click on social, and it'll take you to the social panel where you can publish posts. I don't know why it's saying this. This is not true. And then you hit create social posts. Before you select the accounts you're posting from, make sure you add your caption. So I recommend just going into ChatGPT and say, help me make a caption on a GMR reel that's on, let's say, sanding. Use the pain points. Now, one thing that I want you to keep in mind, I've loaded this ChatGPT with knowledge on GMR. How do you load your own ChatGPT with knowledge on GMR? Because my ChatGPT is going to create like a perfect, almost near perfect caption. Copy this. It always messes up the hashtags. You're going to have to change the hashtags. And then you just paste that into the draft right there. But how do you get your ChatGPT to get to where my ChatGPT is? Go to this document right here. It's called the GMR Messaging Matrix. And this basically explains what GMR is, what we sell, what products we focus on, pain points, etc. Then you copy this one as well. Content ideas. Just copy all this. It's really good to have. Say these are all the keywords that we like to use for our SEO. And lastly, you can go ahead and copy a couple of captions we made before in the past, just so they understand our vibe and our style. You can copy these. Take all of that, all three of these things that I just told you about, and paste it into ChatGPT and say, hello, ChatGPT, you are my new GMR ChatGPT. And say, I'm going to be using you to make captions, do messaging, and make everything that we do here focused on pain points, because our ultimate goal at the end of the day is to sell a robot. So then you enter that, and ChatGPT now knows what my ChatGPT knows, and he can make captions like this, and it's really fast and easy. So yeah, that's how I make the captions. I don't like to use a lot of these emojis like this, but it's whatever. Now we're in social posting back in that same HubSpot panel. We have our caption. We have our hashtags. We need a tracking link. So this is another big part of the process. Before you even upload that video that you made, or the image that you made, you're really proud of it. Before you upload it, you need a tracking link. How do you get a tracking link? Make a new HubSpot tab. Go to HubSpot again and just go back to the home page. And you're going to go to this little gear icon over here in the corner. Go to the gear icon. Click on tracking links, tracking and analytics over here. And then hit tracking URLs. And then it's going to take you to this page right here. It's called the Tracking URL Builder. Now, why is it important to track links? Well, the reason that we want to create these tracking URLs and not just include a standard link to our website is because this is how you can actually measure your own results. You want to see that you're having an impact, and you actually want to know if your videos are performing well and making or generating leads or getting, customers. So you go over here to the priority page or whatever website landing page they're telling you to link to. Currently, we're doing the 2025 priority access because it's 2025. You paste it in here. Then you select for UTM campaign. You always select organic, always on social, unless if it's like a random thing, like let's say Fab Tech is coming on, then which is like a special event that we do. Then you do the Fab Tech campaign. But most of the time, it's just organic social. Source organic social. UTM term. Now, UTM source. This is really dependent on which platform you're posting on. So I'm going to show you have to make one for each of them. LinkedIn, Facebook, Twitter, etc. Really only got to do LinkedIn, Facebook, and Twitter because YouTube Shorts, you don't really click reels. You don't click links, and same with Instagram. So let's start with LinkedIn and then UTM term. Now this is basically can be whatever, but this is just so you can remember what content piece you're referring to. So if you name the content piece a certain name, you can call it like GMR sanding reel 1, and then you hit copy that and you just paste in the same as the UTM content. Doesn't really matter. Those two are just kind of like to keep track of it. And then before you hit create and add another, because you have to make a Facebook one, a YouTube one, etc. So I'm just gonna do a test example one. I'm gonna delete this later. And then I change this UTM term to Facebook, and then I create another, and then I make one for X, and so forth. That's pretty much how it works. Once you have all those links ready, you copy this short URL right here, you go back to that other HubSpot tab, and then you put the link right here. Want to see your parts finished by AI? Book a free demo now. Shipping and finishing included. Semicolon, Command V, paste it. Ta-da! Now you have a caption ready. Now let's add the media. It's gonna add the media of like the image for the website landing page right now, but we don't want that. So make sure you delete it. And then what you're gonna do is you're going to select the cool video or graphic that you made. So let's say you did this one. Ta-da! Now we have a social post pretty much loaded up with a caption, with a link, and it's ready to go, almost. What you have to do next is schedule it. So we always post on Tuesdays and Thursdays at 6 a.m. because of East Coast. Most of our clients are in the East Coast, so we want to make sure we're appealing to them when they're awake. So let's say I schedule it for Tuesday. I set it for 6 a.m. on our time, PST. And then I select the campaign. Lastly, you have to select this campaign over here, marketing campaign. Always add organic social, unless if it's like a special event like Fab Tech or whatever, and then you add the Fab Tech one. But this one is just organic social. So that's that. Lastly, you just have to choose which accounts you're posting from. The reason why I do this last is because HubSpot is also kind of stupid sometimes. And let's say I make a change on the Facebook tab right here or whatever, and I I don't like this wording and I want to reword it to this. Then I do that. It's the same, the old original one on Instagram. Obviously that makes sense because sometimes you need to change links, which we are going to have to do. We have to change the links for each of these platforms to make sure they're specific. So Instagram, I don't want the link right here. I just say link in bio. But the reason why I do these social account posts, which accounts I'm posting from last, is because, once again, sometimes it's going to, I forget and then I make a crazy caption change and I just forget to change it and it doesn't affect the other ones. Just a minor thing to keep note of. If you edit and draft, it should affect all of them. But just keep note of that. And then lastly, you just hit review and schedule. Make sure you check with the marketing manager or whoever's in charge and make sure they approve it and your caption is good if you're just starting off. But if you've been, at it for a while and you know the voice of GMR, you can go ahead and trust your own gut. But I'd say when you're first starting off in your first few months, just check in with the marketing team. Say, hey, is this caption good? Is this wording right? And they'll say, yeah, no, change this. Don't change that. Then hit schedule. I'm not going to schedule it because I don't want to post this reel, but that's how you schedule content. Last but not least, make sure you document. We're a growing company. We're going on Series C. We want to have documentation. How do you document? You go to this Google Sheet right here, and then you just paste pretty much everything that you did. You take the caption, you paste it here, and then, you paste it there. And then you take the tracking link, you paste it here. You take the image link from Google Drive or wherever and you paste it there. And just make sure you do that for every reel. Once again, I said we're trying to have a new automation flow to keep documents of this, but I don't know where that will be. But we really like to have this like Google Sheet content thing updated. And then once it's live, you can just go ahead and copy this and then change it to live. I know it's pretty manual, but if you can find a way to make it automated, please do. You don't have to do it manual. I just kind of never got around to doing it, finding an automation flow, because being honest, automation flows are not my specialty. But if you know a way you can do that, you'll save yourself a lot of time and you'll also learn a new skill that you can make more money with. So go do it. Anyways, that's that. That is pretty much it. If you have any questions, leave a comment down below. And then make sure just in the mornings you post about it. You post about it in the Slack GMR Buzz channel. Say, hey, I made a new post. GMR Buzz channel, BUZZ. Say, post is up. Make sure you get your recognition, get your flowers, and try to respond to comments if people leave comments, if they're appropriate. Thanks guys for listening. Hope you found something useful. Have fun in your new position. Best of luck. Peace. Happy editing.